So it's got a beautiful backyard. Looks right onto the lake. We're probably gonna sit here later, have a few beers. Well, here we go. It's time for another trip because I've tried the gravel road, I've tried the off-road, and now I'm going to try. The main reason I bought this Africa Twin is for the long trips. So this isn't a huge long trip. It's going to be a 5-day trip. We're going to do the Algoma Highland Tour, or what's it called? The Grand Algoma Tour. Sorry, not Highland. The Grand Algoma Tour. Up to Wawa, across to Chapleau, down 101. Try not to hit any moose on the way, and back across Manitoulin. So it's a good 5 days because I don't like doing more than 300-400 clicks in a day. I like to take my time. I like to enjoy the ride. I like to have time to stop. I don't want to be exhausted. So I figure that's good. So my buddy Darren is going to come along on this trip as well. We're going to try it out, see if we can get along. So this is kind of a trial for us as well. So I'm going to spin it around if I can, as usual. And the Africa Twin is packed up. Now I'm quite proud of myself because I've really gone out of my way to try and lighten my load and not pack so heavy as I did like on my camping trip. If I can just adjust this for you. And you can see I've got everything for the trip down to the 3 panniers. And the only reason I have that on top, that's the sleeping bag, is because of COVID. Some of the hotels want you to bring a sleeping bag. They don't want to provide you linen. So it's the only reason that's on there. Otherwise it would be just the panniers. So that's not bad. I figure there's about 140 pounds or so on the back with the 3 combined. I'm going to change my preload. So it's rider plus cargo. And we're going to try and see how this baby does on long trips. So Darren should be here shortly, and then we're going to be heading out. So I'm starting the first part of our journey going on Grey Road 2 out of Owen Sound, well, a little bit north of Owen Sound now. There's no point filming the traffic and all that. Finally got to where it's nice, so following Grey Road 2, very famous biker path, and you've seen it in previous videos of mine, so I won't do too much. Grey Road 2, all the way around. If I run short of time, I'll have to cut across to 6 and go straight up, but that's a pretty boring, straight, windy route. So let's try and take as much of this as we can. We got a good hour to get there yet. So let's head out. I'm going to turn right here. I could go through Kemble too, but I'm going to show Daryl the scenic route. We're going to go down by the water and through Big Bay and all that. So we're going to head down here. I find the weather is rather strange today. It's well over 25 degrees and humid at home and in most places, but then there's these cold patches of air that keep coming off the lake, like really cold. And so after a nice scenic drive, the road will come into Wyerton. And so that's what we're doing now. So for our trip, we are on kilometer 69.5. All right, made it to the Chichiman. We were running a little late, so we had to kind of boogie a bit, but we got here. So now we're just waiting for the boat. They said it's boarding at 12:30. It's after 12:30. The boat isn't here yet, so I guess it's running a little behind, but that's okay. We made it here on time. We got our tickets and everything, so it's all good. crossing on the boat. It's only at 1/3 capacity, so the boat's not very crowded, as you can see. It felt really hot at the back, and I was worried if I was going to keep sitting there, I was going to get sunburned. So I'm taking a walk to the front, where it's a little cooler and you get the breeze. You actually want the breeze on the boat today. How about that? Anyway, it's a nice calm day. Looks like the sky's cleared up pretty good. And so far, smooth sailing. Okay, made it to South Bay mouth. So we're off the boat, so now we're not in such a hurry anymore, trying to race for the boat and all that stuff. You see the boat's out there, it's all ready to take off. We've got some fish and chips, because I'm starving. So, found a nice fish and chips place. Big Mouth Fish and Chips. Let's give it a try. There goes my boat. We'll see it again in a few days. On Sunday, we'll get back on the boat. We have made it to Maple Grove Cottages, Mindamoya. Nice to know. We've settled in. The Eagles have landed. So I'll give you just a quick little show around what this little cottage is like. It's a very quaint, inexpensive little cottage to stay at. So it's got a beautiful backyard. Looks right onto the lake. We're probably gonna sit here later, have a few beers, watch the lake, and then we can go inside. It's not air conditioned, but it's normally not this hot up here, but we just have a particularly hot week, so I might have to sit on the porch and take her easy, but definitely want them beers. And it's got a nice kind of little common area here. It's got a smart TV if you want Netflix or whatever. It's got 2 small bedrooms. Like you say, nothing fancy, but hey, good enough for me, and certainly better than a tent. So we're staying in the bedrooms. It's even got a kitchen. Everything you need in the kitchen. Except beer. Hey, you don't even have to bring plates and cups and things like that. That's pretty cool. So there you go. We're going to settle in here. We're going to go get a few beers, a few drinks. I'm going to settle in here for the night. Was I was riding down, and I remember this bug hit me so hard right between the eyes, like it literally hurt. It felt like a stone hitting me. Smash, there were guts all over my face, and sure enough, it broke the glasses.